Hey guys, it's Julie here and welcome back to my channel. Now, just a little while back, there was a tag floating around from Denise at Whispers of Three called 13 Witchy Questions Just for Fun. And I did a VR to that tag and a whole bunch of other people did VRs. And I was watching Sarah's VR, Sarah from Sunset Bow, and in one of her responses to a question, she was talking about the tarot closet and the extent to which she was in the tarot closet. So she was talking about how people in her life knew that she did tarot, but they didn't know the extent to how involved she was in tarot. So they didn't know about her business, they didn't know about her YouTube channel. And when she said that, I was like, holy shit, I didn't even think about YouTube. Because I had also in my VR talked about being in the tarot closet, and I was saying, I'm not really in tarot closet, people know, but I didn't even think about this channel. I guess because I kind of see it in the broader sense of being more like in the YouTube closet, but technically, yes, I am in the TarotTube closet. So I thought I would just do a little ramble to kind of clarify with everyone. I guess, yes, in that way, I am still in the tarot closet because basically only two people know about this channel. When I first started YouTube, it was, I'd been playing around with the idea for a little bit, but I was just kind of too intimidated. And then one day it was just a very spontaneous decision. It wasn't something where I was like, okay, I'm gonna start on this day and this is what my first video is gonna be on. I was just watching YouTube. I saw a tag and I was compelled to make a video. I just wanted to make a video and do a VR, and that's how it happened. As I continued making my initial videos, I was trying to figure out setup and lighting and, what equipment I needed. I wanted to get by with buying as little as possible in terms of equipment because I honestly didn't know where I was going with my channel, because as I said, it was just really impulsive and I didn't have a plan and I didn't know how long YouTube would even interest me being a content creator. I asked Matt at one point, I was like, do you still have that tripod I remember seeing, in the attic? And because I was switching from my crappy laptop to just using my iPhone. And he was like, what do you need a tripod for? And I was like, oh, my Instagram account. Around that same time, I had just started my separate tarot Instagram account. So I was like, oh, I thought, maybe I could use the tripod to film a couple videos, top down for Insta stories. I don't know. And he was like, okay, yeah, no, I still have the tripod. And so he gave that to me and that didn't work out. So then I bought one of those gooseneck mounts, and he saw that and he was like, is that for Instagram? I'm like, yes, for Instagram, totally for Instagram. And then at another point, I knew my lighting was just terrible, and so I dug out his old grow lights from when he used to do some gardening, and I clamped them onto, because I film in the loft and it's this open space with railings, I have my two lights clamped to the railing of the loft. And so, at one point he comes up and he sees like this setup with the gooseneck mount, the lights, and it's just like, okay. And I'm like, Instagram, Instagram. About 7 videos in to my channel, around 7 is when I decided, all right, I should tell him. I can't keep keep this a secret. And so I remember we were at dinner and I said to him, I was like, Matt, I have something to tell you. And you have to promise you will not try to find me. And he was like, he just stared at me. He's like, I don't even know what I'm promising. Like, I don't even know what that means. I'm like, you need to promise me you will not try to find me. And so he was finally like, okay, all right, weirdo, fine, I promise I won't try to find you. What are you talking about? And I told him, I was like, I started my own YouTube channel, so I don't want you searching for me. I'm still super shy and super self-conscious. I don't want you to watch my videos. He said, you know, that's so great and good for you. You know, that's actually pretty brave. I wish I had the guts to do that too. And but yeah, I wouldn't tell him my channel name, and so yeah, he hasn't. He still hasn't seen any of my videos yet. So he knows. And then I guess a few more videos later, I was having lunch with a girlfriend and we were just talking about YouTube videos we were watching. And she mentioned that she was thinking of starting a YouTube channel because she owns her own business. And so this was another avenue for her to explore for promoting her business and gaining more clientele. And so it was a very natural point for me to kind of share this secret with her too. But I said the same thing. I know I'm so ridiculous, but I was like, okay, I have something to tell you, but you have to promise not to find me. And she just stared at me and she was like, did you what is that? What do you mean? Did you troll somebody on YouTube? Are you writing nasty comments? I'm like, no, nothing like that. But anyway, yeah, so I told her as well. And, she was great. She was wonderful about it. But I was honest with her as well. I'm just really self-conscious. I'm still very shy. There is something to be said, and Sarah in her VR, she really was right on point when she said, there's just something about exposing yourself on this kind of video platform as opposed to other social media, that it's not, you don't feel as vulnerable sharing yourself in this way to strangers as you do sharing yourself with people you actually know. So that's 2 people who know. 2 people. And don't get me wrong, I think that my friends and family would be supportive. They'd be great, but if I'm being honest, I do also imagine in the back of my mind, a couple friends just kind of chatting with each other, being like, Julie's gone a little bit batshit crazy, hasn't she? I mean, she's on YouTube now. I mean, we knew she loved tarot, and we knew she liked to collect decks, but now girls going on YouTube and talking about cardstock and talking about snogging decks and marrying them, and and at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter, right? I shouldn't care. And at the end of the day, something like that wouldn't stop me from making videos. But yeah, it's the shyness factor. It is the self-conscious factor and the fear of judgment, But ultimately, I know that there is a decent chance that somebody I know will inadvertently run across my channel, maybe. And I'm actually okay with that. I do want to share with other people that I do have this channel. And I don't know when the timing of that is going to be. I want it to come about naturally. I don't want to force myself. But yeah, I just thought I'd just ramble with you all and be transparent as to where I am with this journey in YouTube. I would love to hear from other tarot tubers. If you're willing to share, you know, are you in the TarotTube Closet or not? If you were, who did you first share, you know, the news with that you were on TarotTube, and how did that person take it, you know? Or say you were thinking about keeping your YouTube channel a secret in the beginning, but then you ultimately decided, no, I'm just gonna put myself out there and let everybody know. I'd love to hear what propelled you to make that decision. And if there are even those of you maybe who don't do TarotTube, but you have other social media platforms that you use in which you are still in the closet and keeping that private, I would love to hear your experiences as well if you're willing to share. So please drop a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.